viewers, myself A. Kumar PG Tiglis from JNB Lucknow, UP. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson The Tiger King. Firstly, we'll discuss about the author, after that theme, and later on summary. Now we are going to discuss about the author. Kalki is the pen name of Ramaswamy Iyer Krishnamurti. He was a Tamil writer, journalist, poet, critic, and freedom movement activist. His writings include over 120 short stories, 10 novelties, 5 novels, 3 historical romances, editorial and political writings, and hundreds of films and music reviews. Kalki received the Sangeet Kala Sikhami Award conferred on him by the Indian Fine Arts Society in 1953. On the occasion of the centenary celebrations, a postage stamp was released in his honor. His works were nationalized by the government of Tamil Nadu, which enabled the publishers to represent his works. Now we'll discuss about the theme of the Tiger King. The Tiger King is a story about transience of life and power. It is a satire on the conduct of the people in the power. It is found that most of the time the rulers are not interested and bothered about working for public welfare. Rather, they spend their time in foolish things. Most of the people who surround these powerful people are also interested in taking advantage of proximity for their own welfare. Now we'll discuss about the summary. The Tiger King describes the Maharaja Sir Jilani Jang Bahadur of Pratibandhupuram. When the king was just 10 days old, astrologers predicted that he would be killed by a tiger. At this, the 10 days old prince, for surprise to all, uttered, "Let tigers be aware." The child grew like any other royal child, drinking the milk of a white cow, looked after by an English nanny, and watching English movies. At the age of 20, he was crowned as the king and came to know about the prediction relating to his death. From them, he started killing tigers and hunted the tiger hunt by any other person in the state. As per the astrologer, he needed to be careful with the 100th tiger even if he had killed 99 tigers. Once a high-ranking British officer visited his estate and wanted to go for tiger hunting, but his wish was declined, and in order to secure his estate from the wrath of the British officer, the Maharaja sent 50 diamond rings worth rupees 3 lakh to the officer's wife. The Maharaja killed 70 tigers in 10 years and there was no tiger left in Pratibandhapuram. In order to achieve his target of killing 100 tigers, the Maharaja decided to marry a girl from a royal estate which had more tigers to complete his target. Every time when he used to visit his in-laws, he used to kill 5 to 6 tigers. In this way, he could kill 99 tigers but couldn't find the 100th tiger. The Maharaja got furious for not finding the 100th tiger and threatening the Diwan, who, in order to save himself, got an old tiger from the circus and with great difficulty placed it in the forest. The Maharaja shot this tiger and felt happy and victorious. But in fact, the bullet didn't hit the tiger. The tiger collapsed out of fear. But none of the staff wanted to take the risk of telling the truth to Maharaja. So they killed it and brought it in a grand procession. Finally, the Tiger King was happy and satisfied. On the third birthday of his son, he bought a wooden tiger for his son as a gift. This was so poorly carved that while playing with it, a tiny sliver of wood piece pierced the king's right hand, which later on developed infection. He was operated upon, and during this he died. Thus, ironically, the 100th tiger, that is wooden tiger, took its revenge and killed the Tiger King. Hence, we come to the conclusion that the people, those who are in power, must save the people, not to give them the punishment. Thank you, viewers. Have a nice time. Thank you.